Hey, what's up guys, it's Gothalion, and welcome back to Borderlands 2. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, well today Gearbox announced they're bringing out Borderlands 2 and Borderlands pre-sequel in sort of a remastered PC equivalent, sort of, probably a little bit lower standard for consoles, which is excellent. I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. Pre-sequel, not a good game. Borderlands 2, amazing game, can't recommend it more. And if you haven't played Borderlands yet, there's not a better time to get into it than with this remaster, especially as a console gamer. Now, it has been said on several sources that the game would be running at 60 frames per second on Xbox One and PS4 for single player, which basically means one screen. So don't worry, your online experience will still run at the full 60 frames per second. I'm currently running at 60 frames per second now, so this is a good idea of what it will look like when you start playing on your Xbox One or PS4. I am so rusty at this game. God, I love Borderlands 2. Again, I don't like Borderlands pre-sequel all that much. I feel like it was kind of a cash grab. I don't like Gearbox for releasing it. I don't think it's a great game. A lot of people disagree with me. I don't think it's all that great. I'm sorry. Disagree if you want. I don't think it's a great game. Anyways, is the value there for Borderlands, the handsome collection? Yeah, man. I mean, goddamn, it comes with every DLC possible for the sumbitch. So, yeah. If you haven't played Borderlands, or if you've only played Borderlands on console, it's totally worth it, man. I mean, listen, I've gone back and tried to play on console after playing on PC at a full 60 frames per second, and it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel as good. It's not as smooth, you know? Obviously, 30 frames per second is much less smooth than 60 frames per second. So, do I recommend you get it if you've only played on your consoles? Then, yeah, absolutely go and get it. You know, I think 100% worth it if you played it on console. If you're a PC gamer and you've already played the game at 60 frames on PC, you're pretty much not getting anything new here. It's not like a super powered edition. It doesn't have anything extra, so we know, compared to the PC edition. It's pretty much the PC version, but dumbed down. So how dumbed down is it going to be compared to the PC version? Probably not by much. I don't think we can expect, you know, higher poly counts or anything, but what you're seeing right now in this gameplay is pretty close to what it's going to be. So based on the hardware of the Xbox One and PS4, I'm going to show you what you could expect. So the base FOV on console is 70. I have a feeling that it might stay at 70, but let's just say, for argument's sake, it's going to be 74, maybe even 80. But I don't think it will be the PC standard of 94 to 110. FOV basically widens your field of view. That's why it's called field of view. It makes you see more of the battlefield, and console games, like I said, are generally stuck at 70. Destiny is stuck at like 70. So let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say 74 FOV. The resolution is going to be 1920 by 1080 for one instance of the game. Let's see, what else are we going to do? The frame rate will be locked at a 60 frames per second, though I think they might do the smooth 22 to 62 frames per second, because that is the default that it runs on PC. So I'm just going off of my knowledge of GPUs and what I think is going to happen here. I think the anisotropic filtering is going to be around 4 times. Basically what that does is it sharpens textures at a distance. But let's give it a benefit of doubt and bump it to 8. Bullet decals likely be on high. Foliage distance will be on far. Texture quality. I think will be on high, because these two systems have a fair amount of GPU RAM, especially the PS4. So I think it's going to texture quality is probably going to be on high. Game detail will be on medium. That shows you like how many things are popping up. It's just little artifacts in the game that usually don't affect gameplay. Ambient occlusion, I want to say it's going to be on. What ambient occlusion does, and I'll show you here, is there's these little black shadows. Here, let's get close to something, and here it is. See this wall here? There's like those little dark shadowy parts of it right at the base of the wall. If you turn off ambient occlusion, they'll turn off a little bit. It's pretty big in most areas, and opportunity not too big. Ambient occlusion is off now. Let's see if we can get a good example of ambient occlusion. Ambient occlusion, on, off, on, off. See those little base shadows that are on that? They're going on and off. Let's just say it'll be on. Depth of field, I think will be on. FXAA, off. View distance, I think will still be on medium. Physics. Physics is a question that's up in the air because even the best PCs can't run physics at a super high frame rate. You get a lot of dip. Even on my GTX 980, I get frame rate dip with physics. So, maybe physics. I know physics is NVIDIA technology, but they did license the software to AMD for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, so maybe it'll be on medium. Texture fade, I think, will remain on, and now we're going to look at what the game's probably going to look like in console. I really don't think the texture quality will be lower. So you're basically looking at a medium view distance. The game's gonna look gorgeous, man. So, do I think that this is pretty much the experience you're gonna get on Xbox One and PS4? If they keep physics off to a medium, then yes. Yes, I do. I think that this is the visual fidelity that you're probably gonna get. I know this video is uploaded at 720p, but you'll get over it. You get the idea, man. It's gonna look pretty good. It's gonna look much better than the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions. It's gonna run much smoother. The 60 frames is much smoother than 30 frames per second. Do trust, it is double the frames. And before you say, the human eye can't even derp. Well, fucking, you're dumb. The human eye can't even derp. Don't worry about it. Am I gonna buy this? Am I gonna do content on it? Okay, guys, listen to me, okay? Take a seat. I have done so much content on Borderlands 2 that I can't imagine myself buying a version of the game that I essentially have owned for 2 years. I wouldn't buy it for the pre-sequel. I don't like the pre-sequel. And I don't like Gearbox's treatment of the pre-sequel, but that's a subject for another video. 60 frames looks really good, guys, and you're gonna love playing it at 60 frames. If you love Borderlands 2, and all you've played it on is Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, get it. Buy it, without a thought. Without a second thought, man. Without even a glance of a thought, get it. Pre-order it. Get it in March. Borderlands 2 is a gem of a game. I love it. And guys, if you're new to my channel for Destiny, get it. Get it. Buy it. If you like Destiny, you probably will get some enjoyment out of Borderlands. And I'm gonna tell you, Borderlands 2 looks really good, 1080p 60 frames per second. If it's even this close to the PC version as I think it'll be. Maybe some of these settings might need to be a little bit lowered. You know, you're not gonna get high physics or ultra view distance, but you're gonna get some pretty good looking settings, you know? Do trust, guys. If you have played it on console and that's all you know, it's night and day. And your saves do transfer over. This is coming out in late March. Pre-order it. I endorse it, man. I'm mad at Gearbox about the pre-sequel, but I care about you guys having a better game experience more than I do about my obsession with how broken of a game the pre-sequel has been. Get it. Pre-order it. Buy it. Play it. Enjoy it. Play this absolutely amazing game at 60 frames. Don't expect a bunch of content from me. Don't even expect me to purchase it on the PlayStation. I don't even know if I'm gonna. I might. I might not. I'm leaning on might not. Anyways, let me know. Are you excited for this? If you are a console gamer, the answer should be yes. If you're a PC gamer, the answer should be a resounding meh. We've been playing this version of the game for some time, and you know what? We're pretty happy that you guys get to play Borderlands the way it's meant to be played going forward. Console guys, it's legitimately the way it's meant to be played. I played it 30 frames per second and lower on the PlayStation and Xbox 360. It's brutal! And I'm so sorry that's what you've had to put up with since launch. But, you'll enjoy it, man. The 60 frames makes all the difference in the world. In first-person shooters, 60 frames per second is the difference between life and death for a shooter for me. I mean, Destiny, I can only play it at 30 frames. It feels good at 30 frames because that's all I know. If I was to play Destiny at 60 frames and have to go back to 30, it would probably feel weird. But since I only know it at 30 frames, I can put up with it. Borderlands, on the other hand, all I've ever known is 60 frames. Guys, it makes all the difference. Pre-order the game. Even if you're mad at Gearbox. Even if you're pissed about the pre-sequel. Shit, if you loved the pre-sequel, now you can play it at 60 frames, guys. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Just get it, man. Just get it. You won't regret it. It comes with so much content. It comes with all of the DLCs. It comes with every DLC for the pre-sequel, even the ones that aren't even announced yet. The shit, Gearbox. That's another video. I'm a fucking bitch about something. Anyways, guys, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about the Borderlands Handsome Collection. Do you kind of wish it had Borderlands 1 in it? I kind of wish it had Borderlands 1 in it. That's another video. I'll see you guys later. Again, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you back in the Borderlands. Feels good to say sometimes.